Am I the a-hole for telling my boyfriend his family are leeches after meeting them for the first time? We've been dating for about 4 months and last night was the first time I met his family. They were nice at first, but I couldn't stand the sight of them at the end of the night. Dinner conversation was normal as they asked about me and my family. Then the table divided into smaller conversation groups and I overheard his older brothers talking to his sister about investing. I'm not an expert, so I'll give you the gist of what I heard. She's been out of school for a couple of years and has saved up about $75,000 and wants to start investing. They said property is the best and that Section 8 is the way to go. They said that the rent is always paid on time and the people won't mess up the property because they're afraid of getting kicked out of the program. They said the best part is that they'll still own the properties and the value will always go up. They said they're developing a small neighborhood with about 10 houses specifically for Section 8. All of those houses are under 2,000 square feet and have 4 bedrooms, as Section 8 pays higher rates for more bedrooms and smaller houses are cheaper to maintain. They said that it'll cost them about $100 per square foot to build these houses and the rent will be about $4,000 per month. They said that she could buy in on her first rental house next year when they start another development. They're in the process of closing on a piece of land that will accommodate about 20 houses. I cringed and couldn't keep quiet anymore. I told them that instead of renting out and keeping those houses off the market, they should sell them to those people. They looked at me quietly and I knew they never considered helping people out by selling the houses they were building. His dad told me I was out of line and I answered that his family was out of line for preying on people in need while feeding off of the taxes people pay. I said that most people can't afford to buy a single house, yet his sons are building 10 to 20 at a time, which makes them leeches. We argued for a bit, then we left. This morning, my boyfriend told me I need to apologize to his family, but I refused to. We just met after my last class and told me we're no longer invited to any of his family functions, including the Christmas trip back to their old country. Since we're still in school, his family was going to pay for us, so he really wants me to apologize and smooth things over. I know I'm right, but maybe I shouldn't have been so harsh on the first meeting. What do you think? Am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments.
You're the a-hole. Are you a very young and/or inexperienced person? What you're suggesting is not at all feasible. People who benefit from the Section 8 program are low-income people with few assets. They are not in a position to rent a good home for themselves, so they apply for financial assistance. Section 8 pays the landlord a large part of the rent and the tenant pays what the government determines they can afford. Standards for Section 8 rental properties are high, so the program puts people in good homes and out of slum properties. It is sort of surprising that you have zero awareness of how this works, but that is okay. What is not okay is arguing and name-calling. That's not okay if you're correct, but when you're 100% wrong, it is extraordinarily foolish. Educate yourself and do better.
I called my boyfriend's family leeches over a subject I have no idea about. But I'm totally not a leech myself to let them pay for my trip later. Dude, do you even hear yourself? You're the a-hole. Apologize and learn about the topics you want to argue in before you make more of a fool of yourself.